Well, guys, thank you for coming. Again, B5679 here, checking in after the video live stream.
Freeze!
Now at this point, guys, I ran out of McDonald's and I followed the vehicle, and that clip will be at the end of the video. North side. Again, B5679 here, checking in the subway station. Just want to look at a couple things real quick. Evacuation zone. Watch them, watch me. No pedestrians. Evacuation zone. So, you know, obviously they're prepped and prepared for natural disaster or some type of evacuation scenario. Everyone, keep your head on a swivel. Beware of your surroundings. Alright? And love, man. Peace and love, man. Keep passing it on, and the world will be a better place. Real quick, guys, while I was down here, I figured I would give Wendy a shout out and show her how it's feel, because she asked last night. She said something in Discord about coming down here. But I'm not going to do a live stream here right now, Wendy. Maybe like during Steelers Sunday or something. But there you go. It's filled right here. Let's go Steelers, baby. Let's go Steelers. YouTube, what's going on, guys? EGMB5679 checking in with you. Yeah, Wendy, I said your hands filled just now. Hopefully I put this together right where the clips will fall in. I want to kind of raise awareness to Chicago's gun violence, and I'm gonna make a little video with it right now, show you the recap of the weekend in Chicago, let alone in Texas and Ohio. 52 people shot in Chicago over the weekend. I don't know if anyone could put their mind around it. Dude, that's third world country type of violence. And I have a clip that I'm gonna show you guys that a subscriber from Chicago sent me in the moments of somebody, you know, being shot. I could just feel how real it is, you know. Like I told you, I'm a victim of gun violence. I've been there. Man, I've been shot at before, and I know the feeling where it's a little bit scary, man.
Oh, my phone is still. Do y'all hear this shit? It's time for me to go in. My phone, I know my phone over with.
Yes, it's for me to do.
I know my phone over with. Do y'all hear this shit? Oh my grandma. It's time for me to go in. This shit over with.
Guys, these numbers are stifling, man. Just raise awareness, man, and say a prayer for people in Chicago, because it really is crazy like that, like this. Like, it really is. you know, I'm not gonna be able to make a full video about it because I gotta go live. So this is all I'm gonna be able to throw in about it. But I need to raise awareness, and I want to make more videos about it, because you need to ask yourself, okay, the gun laws are so strict over there, okay? I think they're the strictest in the country because of so many homicides. So you have to ask yourself, and Chicago is a very political town, very, very political. But when now the number's 46, the day of Sunday was 52, which equals 7. If you read this article, you will see so many things that equal 7. 7 keeps popping up. But 46 was shot, and Sunday night it said 52, and you could read that line. Dozens of people were shot, leaving 7 people dead, 46 wounded. Yeah, Chicago's wild, man. Honestly, you can't help to ask yourself, they got the tightest gun laws in America, yet the most homicides are in that city for multiple years in a row, multiple years period. And I know people from Chicago, and they tell you that they literally find guns sitting on train tracks and alleyways. They'll find book bags, duffel bags, and I even heard military bunkers, like these they're basically just like a big ass box suitcase type thing that open and closes, and they said these big ass things will just be on the train tracks filled with machine guns. All I'm saying is ask yourself, where do guns keep coming from in Chicago? I'm saying, man, that's all I'm saying, man. Just ask yourself that. And right there, look at that. 17 people were shot just on Sunday morning alone, cuz. On Sunday morning alone. That's wild. And another story in this article, it was in this article though, there was like a big shooting in New York recently, 27 people. I didn't even hear about that. Why didn't mainstream push that one? Listen, man, if you're out in Chi-Town, Chirac, stay safe, man. I commend you guys and much respect in the way that I know how hard it is to survive and something like that, but stop killing each other. I'm not saying I respect that, and I'm not commending you for shooting people. I know how that city is though. Like, you literally have to shoot someone to make a name for yourself, and that's how you survive out there. It's crazy. You honestly don't know for sure if this is going to be the last moments of your life, and all you do is you hear shots going off. You know what I mean? Like, it's quick. It's crazy, and it sticks with you. You survive shit like that. You know what I mean? You just find a little more appreciation in the smallest things in life. Yeah, you know, it's a scary thing. I don't glorify it. I don't try to sound tough by telling you guys that. You know, like, I don't speak on too many personal experiences. Like, for example, the kidnapping that I was in. Like, it's hard. Like, I can speak on it easier when I look at it from another case, talk about someone else's case, but I can speak on it through self-experiences, if that makes sense. Like, it's hard for me to talk about my actual story when I'm talking about it at all. It's hard to get down to details for me. Like, I don't know if it's embarrassing for me or if I just don't like talking about it. I don't know, you know. I'm sure in a video I opened up a little bit about being kidnapped, but not like too much. I never really told anyone the whole story. I told you what happened. But dude, listen, all I'm saying is that I feel for them people, as everyone should. You don't have to go through something bad just to have sympathy for somebody. Man, it's a beautiful view of the city right here, man. You know? If you could just look at certain things in different ways, you know? Yeah, they're spraying the sky. The sky looks beautiful today. The city's there. It's almost football season. And, you know, for a second, if you could just forget about how bad the world actually is and all the shit going on, and you could just enjoy nature and just, you know, being alive, man. Sometimes that's what we got to do, man. Because I just want everyone to understand that conspiracies and conspiracy theories is a way to keep people programmed. You keep people chasing. You keep people circling in conspiracy theory. It can affect someone's life dramatically. I'm just searching for the truth, you know. I don't label myself a conspiracy theorist. I'm just searching for the truth, man, and I keep it real, so I'm a realist, because I'm keeping it real. You know what I mean? If I say it, I'm keeping it real, and if I'm wrong about something, I'm wrong about it. But when I say it, I think I'm right. You know, like I honestly feel that way, or whatever the case may be, if I'm ever wrong about something. But I'm sorry, that's prison. That makes me walk back and forth like that. I don't know why, I just can't sit still. Just weird stuff. There's been a Homeland Security vehicle following me all day long. I already know people are gonna say, "Oh, Iggy's paranoid." So I don't care. Whatever. That's why I wasn't even gonna say nothing. But the car's following me. There's no way around it. I got it on video. The car's following me, and when he seen me point the camera at him, he got pissed at me. And it's the same guy. So that's why you see downtown right here now. Okay. I was downtown. That's why it's on the other side of the river now. Because I dodged to the other side of the river. Now I'm waiting to see where I'm at. Only way they could come will prove he's following me. If he comes on this street, there's no reason that dude, he was following me through downtown. I'm telling you, man, a Homeland Security, I'll show you the clip in this video. Homeland Security dude following me around downtown. All right. Everyone wants to focus on the shooter of Texas' dad being a therapist. Guys, let's not focus on that too much, guys. Listen, parents ain't in control of what their kids do when they grow up, okay? You can't blame a parent. You can't say it's bad parenting because a kid grew up and did it and shot somebody. No. And let me just explain something that I've been in many institutions. I've been in many prisons, county jails, okay? I've been dual diagnosed since I was 13 years old. Currently, I don't take any of my medications, which maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But I fell down the rabbit hole believing that those medications were actually worse for me and that those medications were actually making me dual diagnosis rather than if I would just naturally do it, I'd be okay. And I have my days, you know, I get my days where I'm depressed. But when I say depressed, see, I say that, to be honest with you, I say that because that raises awareness to the word in a more sympathetic way. But really, I'm angry. It's not I just call it depression because it's a better way to tell people, explain to them that my depressed days, I'm really mad. I'm mad at the world, and I don't know why, and I'm not able to figure it out. I don't know why. I'll wake up, I'll be pissed off, and my day won't be that good. And I try to control it in the morning. I try to, trust me. I've been in many institutions and dealt with a lot of other different psychiatrists and therapists. Number one, let me explain to you, okay? Now, this is regarding the shooter's dad being a therapist from Texas, okay? One, a therapist is a great difference from a psychiatrist. They study the same psychological effects on the brain, but a therapist cannot write medication, a psychiatrist does. A psychiatrist, it's like when you say, that's above my pay grade. A therapist isn't a psychiatrist. So his dad being a therapist, really, dude, all he does is sit down and talk to people. And not only that, this is what I'm really trying to explain, that these places that these therapists work, the places that hire them, listen, it's not that hard to become that, okay? For example, in rehabs, every therapist is an ex-drug addict that went and got clean and went to school. Psychiatrists, no. It's harder for psychiatrists, a lot more schooling. Therapists aren't, it's not that serious, dude, because his dad's a therapist. He don't just know his brain. And yeah, I mean, and honestly, that's probably so irrelevant to the real truth of what happened that day and to that kid that it probably isn't even worth talking about right now. But I just want to explain there's a difference between therapists and psychiatrists. And let me just say, the prisons and institutions that hires people, they're not worried about finding the best one that's going to diagnose you with they don't care. Okay, they don't care. They don't. And I'm not talking about the therapist themselves. The therapists usually do care. They actually want to help people. They'll hire almost anyone that has that certificate that say they can be a therapist. And all that therapist is to talk to you. Can't give you medication. It don't know the brain like a psychiatrist. That's all I'm saying. They do study the same psychological effects, do some of the same schooling, but psychiatrist goes to school a lot longer. Also, we're going to throw in here. Are you over 18 years old and a Pittsburgh resident, own a smartphone, an Android 6 or above, have a data plan? In this study, you will be asked, install an app on your phone, respond promptly to at most 6 notifications a day, complete a daily summary survey for a total of 10 days. You will earn an Amazon gift card for at least $37 and up to $52. 5 plus 2, 7, 37 with a weird number, $52, depending on how often and how quickly you respond to notifications. Please, nobody do that, man. Don't do that. It's not worth that couple dollars. That is Carnegie Mellon University, and this is their website right here. I know I'm scrolled through this kind of fast, my bad. But yeah, this school has people from all over the world, China, England, all over. They grab the smartest people in the world, they bring them to this school. Partnership looks to transform brain aneurysm treatment. Pittsburgh, if you don't know, has some of the my boy
best
sent me this, okay? This was just sitting on a telephone pole
in America,
in my neighborhood,
that has to offer.
Lawrenceville, okay? So what they're saying there is, you know, they'll pay you $37 and $52 if you sign up for that app, okay? A study. They want you to grab the app. And you realize where it says the more clicks you click, the more money you get. The faster you click the app when it sends you a notification, the more money you'll get. And from what I believe is that when the facial recognition will send more dots on your face, the faster you'll click it. I think that's why they're saying that. Now, they want Android 6 phone, right? So I tried to look at that, put that together, like, well, look, most people have iPhone. So they already got data on, you know what I mean, so many people in the world. But Android 6s, they might have less. So that might be why the study is strictly for an Android 6. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, they said they need our help. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what you believe, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what little clique in the truther community that you're with, whether you love me, like me, or just hate my guts, understand one thing. A couple things, but it's all number one, most important. I'm a good dude and not a bad person. I'm not on here trying to scam people or do anything or separate people. I want people to come together. But there are, in fact, people that are infiltrated in our society that want to cause destruction, okay? And it's from within, in my opinion. Only thing that means is come together and be peaceful and loving. Care about your neighbor. Do something good for the next person. Love your enemies. Pray for your enemies. Don't go to war with them. Don't try to fight. Get them with kindness, guys. Get them with kindness. But just believe, when they put a piece of paper up like this in the neighborhoods, this is them infiltrating our country. That is a study to collect data, and just it's going to help them invade your privacy is the best way I can put it. Simplest, and not getting too in detail with YouTube's guidelines. Okay, so they want to invade your privacy, in my opinion. So, guys, children, everyone, make $37, $52. That's what you're gonna bribe somebody with. $52 though? Come on, man. I hope no one does that I'm showing it to on YouTube. I hope no Pittsburgh dudes call this place up and do that. Yeah, I really should cross something out, so no advertisement, so someone don't just go try to make this money, because it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it in the long run, man. We're trying to make a generational impact here. Carnegie Mellon University, okay? From what I heard, read, the plane that crashed in Somerset, Pennsylvania was supposedly headed to Carnegie Mellon University, or it left from there. One or the other, okay? And Carnegie Mellon University is in Pittsburgh. But Pittsburgh is one of the best places in the world in brain studies. Okay, brain cancers, epilepsy, anything with the brain. The studies in Pittsburgh are at the top of the line. We have the best doctors in the world right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that work on brains. Kudos to them. They are good. But from what I read online is that people like the CIA and people like I was saying that infiltrate our government, that don't like us and want to cause destruction, those people go after university and doctors. University, top doctors, all filled with politicians. All of them have politician political connects. Trust me. Like, for back in the day, man, here was the plan, okay? The mafia arose, the Irish and Italian mafia, okay? Full-blooded Sicilian. Two separate mafias at first used to beef. Then they came together, okay? And they wanted to bring, all the objective was for the mafia was to help the poor people, was to bring the middle class up, to help them move out of the neighborhood, and then do it to the next generation, so on and so forth, okay? And you know what I mean? I don't know if anyone ever heard about the mafia-Irish connection to the JFK stuff, but, you know, that's a possibility because, whatever, we ain't going to get into that right now. And I don't know if it too much on there, if it's facts, but I do know that around here, the mafia was trying to bring people out of poverty. All right, yeah, I understand what they did and stuff, but listen, another thing to look at is they all had political connects, and they all end up in prison. They all end up like, it's almost like we got played. You know what I mean? The mafia was actually, even though the bosses were the ones that made the most, it was to get people out of the community, and then that was it. That was as far as it went. It was to get people out of poverty, either from poverty to middle class, or the middle class out of the neighborhood, and that's all it was supposed to be for. And obviously, it took a bad turn of events, and you know, here we are today. And has anyone ever noticed that today, it's like the mass shooters are the serial killers? What happened to serial killers? Someone please explain why they sent a mass shooter to act out a serial killer's game. Huh? Think about it. 70s, 80s. Woo! Serial killers almost copycatted off each other, you know what I mean? They were like copying off each other, basically. That's what it seemed like. And each one would just add a little more on, you know? And now, all of a sudden, they're not here no more. Oh, well, then there's technology, though, right? Technology, they get caught too fast now. Serial killers get caught too fast before they can become a serial killer. You have to kill multiple people to be a serial killer, and they have to do it in them sick, demented ways. And technology put a stop to that, right? I mean, that's what it looks like. But is anything ever what it really seems to be? Are mass shooters today's serial killers? I don't know. But I know they pop up often, like kind of how serial killers used to pop up a lot. And serial killers are gone. Or maybe, is it all like a psyop? I don't know. Is it all planned? Is it all part of the plan, man? I don't know, man. Draw suspicion around it, though. Guys, man, pray for the best, expect the worst. Let's not forget, Trump said he's going to focus, Trump condemned white supremacists, but he's going to focus on mental health. Do they have a way maybe to trigger their brains, to make them snap? Maybe close to like a sleeper cell, I don't know, something like that. It's a wild world out here, man. Damn, girl. Hey. Look at that view, guys. Yeah, they make this part of the city look so nice. As soon as you go up in the neighborhoods, though, it doesn't look like this at all, man. Doesn't look like this at all once you hit the neighborhoods, man. Don't be fooled. Our mayor, nah. If I was a voter, I would never vote for our mayor. But I don't vote because it's all fake, in my opinion. Another thing about the serial killers and mass shooters, even though the media said what they said yesterday, but they publicize it and they make these people famous. They make them famous, okay? It's the media that does that. In my opinion, they only tell us what they want us to hear. If they put it on the news, that's because they want people to know, and I think there's a reason for everything they want people to know. I think there's a lot of deeper meaning behind this shit than meets the eye, man. I really do believe that. Oh, look at this. That's cool. I'm about to jump in there. It's hot as heck out here, man. But yeah, guys, I don't know what has happened or what has been up with me lately, but this is me being honest from my heart. My psyche is so messed up, like I can't think straight for some reason the past couple days. My mouth doesn't spit out, my brain's thinking, my brain can't think what my mouth wants to spit out. It's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain, but it's like I got real bad scatterbrain. Does that make sense? Like my thought process is like almost like it's being blocked. It's facing me. Almost like it's being blocked, and it's hard to think. I don't know if there's any relevance to it at all, but I'm just telling you guys that this is why I talk the way I talk sometimes. It's because I'm not thinking straight. Like my thinking, my mind's cloudy. Cloudy would be the best way I could explain it. Like my mind will feel cloudy, and I can't explain why, and I don't like it. It's so frustrating because it's like I have something to say, it's on the tip of my tongue, I'll forget it, or I won't be able to say it the way I want to say it, and then it won't make sense when it comes out, man. And it makes me seem like a real asshole, or it makes me seem like I don't know what I'm talking about, man. And I put a lot of time in this shit, man. Like I do a lot of I put a lot of time in this, man. So when I do research on something and I can't spit it out right, it does make me a little mad. But it's nobody's fault. It's just mine. I don't know, man. I don't know. I love you guys, man. Let me throw some clips in there. Just so you know, I'm not playing. I can see them watching me, okay? See them in there? They're all sitting there looking at me laughing. They've been doing this shit all day. Follow me around down here. Listen, I have no idea why I'm not saying it's connected to anything with the internet. It could just be me downtown and they're familiar with me. But I'm never really up on this part of the cultural district. I'm down here where I'm gonna walk, and you will recognize it through videos. You don't never see me over there, okay? Now that's where them cars keep going, okay? I told you earlier in this video, okay, that Homeland Security was following me around all day long. Finally, I pulled my camera out when I first I got suspicious, you know what I mean? I'm like, wait, I'm tripping a little bit. I'm not. Then when I seen them again, that's when I knew. That's why I didn't pull my camera out, because I didn't want to film them if it was just it was just, they just happened to be where I was. But it's the same dude, okay? It was the same dude. So I go into McDonald's to watch if they followed me. Sure enough, as soon as I go into McDonald's, the McDonald's got two entrances, Stanwix side and Liberty Avenue. I went on Liberty Avenue and they were following me down. I'm talking so obvious that they would follow me on a street like this, stop and park if I stopped and talk to someone, anything. They were so obvious about it that and that's when I was putting it together, so I didn't film yet. Finally in McDonald's, I caught the dude on, and that's the clip Yim's probably already seen in this video. And he got so mad when he seen me point the camera at him. So then, after that, I jumped out, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't do nothing wrong. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go confront him. He drives off on me. I followed the car, and that's where it went. In that little hidden garage downtown, marked Homeland Security on the cars. I had to make sure I was still recording. Don't know why they're in that building. That's probably their like main headquarters down here or something. You know what I mean? But I followed it right there. Now it's linked.